The beans, the beans. Last time I said I may share the backstory of the beans, but may not. And the reason behind that is, well, there's not much story to tell. Jack found the beans the same way one stumbles across anything in the 8th, 9th, whatever world it was. She stumbled upon it. And while at the time she hadn't thought much of her magic beans, they had become the staple of her adventuring. The effect every time was random, but Jack always felt as if that randomness was somehow on her side, as if it were directed by some counsel she couldn't see. Piper did not care for the beans. He claimed it was concern for Jack, although she always had her suspicions that he was a little jealous and a little concerned that it would make him obsolete. She didn't bring it up, though. Teasing plus truth could, as both of them had learned, easily lead to trouble. But, after all, she was the hero, the Jack. And so, when the day needed saving, and the day always needed saving, she rolled a perfect 20. I want you to think of your favorite movie. Start playing it in your mind over this monologue. And then think of your favorite food. Think of its texture, its taste, its smell. Think of the feeling of a warm hug, the wetness of spring showers. Throw in some mouth sounds, a couple of video game bleep bloops, and pat your head in your stomach at the same time. This is not what Jack felt, but it's the best way I can think of describing what it is to experience everything at once. She covered her eyes and saw colors thought impossible. She plugged her ears and heard whispers from millions of years long past. It was intoxicating and terrifying in equal measure. Time to Jack was uncountable in these moments, but after some time, she eventually was able to eke out, Giant? Come out! And everything stopped.
Oh! Is that how you see me?
Jack felt as all the sensations moved away from her and spiraled like a tornado up into a cloud-like beard of a large, gentle-looking man. And through the cloud, this thing spoke.
That would explain why no one comes to visit, I suppose.
Jack's curiosity was rivaled only by her defensiveness, and this accusation quickly drove her back to her senses. Okay, well, hey now, you look like a giant, so, well, of course, senses can't be trusted in the, I don't even know where I am. I don't even know where I am.
Yes, that is a curious question.
The giant stroked his beard, seemingly also not sure of the answer to Jack's question. All right, well, if you can't tell me where here is, can you at least tell me who you are?
Me? Oh, of course, I am everything? I suppose everything is all right.
You're everything.
Oh, right, well, if you want other words, that's perfectly fine. Everything, infinity, unendingness, all. I am all.
And with that, the giant spread his arms, and like doves extending from a magician's sleeves, sounds, sights, smells extended from the ends of his wrists. Jack was mesmerized. There were many questions she could ask, primarily of which being, how could this being be everything, but also not know everything, but also take the form of a giant, but also wasn't she just outside and...
Slow down.
All responding to questions that he had not been asked, reassured Jack.
I am happy to show you the answers to all your questions. But first,
The giant crouched down and extended his hand to Jack.
I need to know where you would like to start.
Down on the surface, Piper had also waited an indeterminate amount of time, although for his it was more impatience than anything else. He did not like these beans. He did not like them at all. Jack always wanted him to explain why, and he just didn't like it. I mean, look, she's zonking out. She's just zoning out. You know, who knows where she is? She could be 1 million years in the past, or think she is, but she's just standing there, catatonic, and Piper's mind stopped as he saw metal shards extending from the end of Jack's fingernails. Despite Scrat's protests, he raced to Jack's aid, but every time he reached out, another shard extended from her body in just the right way to block his intervention. And before he could think of any other strategy or any other method, Jack was gone. Cool voice. Yeah, I know, Scrat. I know she's gone, but we can figure this out, you know? She doesn't need the bean, she needs the Piper, and it's Piper's time to be the big fucking hero. There was just one question that troubled Piper's mind. How exactly do I do that? This episode has raised many questions with many possible answers. However, the question I would like you to answer today is, what is Piper going to do next? And how will he become a big effing hero?